Hello, everybody. Sunday is upon us once again. We have a couple of pretty big football games later on today. And actually, that's a perfect tie in for the mail day because I got my very first ever trading card database or TCDB Trade. One of the users reached out to me, saw something of mine that he would have liked for his collection. And I said, I told him who I appreciated, who I followed, who I liked, and, Pittsburgh teams. And in comes, and I got to get this off of here. Maybe I got to get this off of here. But either way, we have the Kenny Pickett artistry rookie in the Pitt uniform. I'll deal with that a little later. But a nice add to the collection and really good, easy first trade on TCDB, so thank you much. And good old Kenny Pickett. And since we're kind of on the note of football, just so we can look at it, looking good in that Pitt uniform. My call. I was wrong for the first time since about 2004. I was wrong about the Jaguars making the Super Bowl, although Kansas City did not impress me, considering they should have blown them out by a lot more. That said, I think it's going to be Cincinnati, San Francisco. And the question is, can Cincinnati finally exact revenge for two previous losses to the 49ers and also three previous losses to California teams? But we shall see. Either way, Kenny Pickett, and with the Steelers being non-committal about the return of Matt Canada and Mike Tomlin for 2024, if you know the Steelers like I do, non-committal basically means they're not going to, so next year could be the final year of Mike Tomlin and Matt Canada, so Kenny Pickett might get a little regime change. Moving swiftly along, but I am digging that. History by Mail has returned once again for January, and we're going to, we've got the Honorable the Senate of the United States. The representation of Mary Catherine Goddard humbly showeth. Mary Catherine Goddard, the post office at Baltimore from the dissolution of the... What is this? Well, the script is beautiful and actually readable. I just don't know what it is. I mean, look at that handwriting. So I'll just kind of scroll up and you can pause and take a look, and then we're going to see just, wow, look at that. I am very curious to see what this is. Is it something about Baltimore Post Office? Income of her office, okay. Well, there's the... Now, okay, here we go. Now we're going to get the transcript of Mary Catherine Goddard's petition for reinstatement as postmistress of Baltimore, January 29th, 1790. I have never heard of this, so let's take a look. 14 years term as... Interesting. She hath been charged with the smallest imputation of any fault and without previous notice whatsoever till an order arrived from Mr. Burrell whilst at Baltimore. I love the whilst. I love the older sort of antiquated language. I am very curious as to what this is because this is something I have absolutely never heard of. But here is the transcript if anybody would wish to read it. And then we have, okay, so this is it. Mary Catherine Goddard's petition for reinstatement as postmistress of Baltimore. In 1775, Mary Catherine Goddard became the first female postmaster in the American colonies after independence in 1776, after independence in 1776 became the first female in the U.S. to hold national office. After running the post office of Baltimore for 14 years, Goddard was removed from office in 1789 with the formation of the U.S. government. She wrote the enclosed petition to the U.S. Senate on January 29, 1790, requesting reinstatement as postmaster of Baltimore. That is fascinating. I have never heard of this. Anybody, history or from the Baltimore area, does this one ring a bell with you? Because not to me. But this is definitely going to require some further research. So let's see what happened. Printed edition, Revolution War. Oh, okay. So pre-1776, you're posting anything colonial. That's loses her position. John White. More traveling than a woman could undertake. I don't quite understand what that means, but it was 1790. Wrote to the new President George Washington pleading her case. 2 weeks later, Washington sent a brusque reply. To be fair, knowing George Washington, that is not 100% a surprise. Deferring his decision to the new Postmaster General. Osgood's response to the Maryland community's petition was authored the next day and also rejected Goddard. Dissatisfied with either response, on the 29th, so this is the letter she then sent, she sent the enclosed petition to the U.S. Senate for reinstatement. In it, she accused the Postmaster General Osgood of dismissing her merely to advance his political ally. What? That happens? No. Since Goddard had successfully run the Baltimore post office for the previous 14 years, Osgood's claim that the position was only fit for a man was dubious. Quite true. The U.S. Senate failed to reinstate Mary Catherine Goddard, and she never regained her position as the head of the Baltimore post office. After losing her position as Baltimore's postmistress, Goddard supported herself by running a bookshop that had previously been associated with her printing business. Just before she died on August 12, 1816, at the age of 78, Goddard freed her slave, Belinda Starling, and left Belinda her entire estate to recompense the faithful performance of duties. Goddard was an early victim of civil service patronage or spoils system, in which the civil service positions were awarded to political supporters. Mary Catherine Goddard remains the first woman in America to hold a national government office, and her work to protect freedom of the press in colonial America laid the groundwork for the freedom of the press we enjoy today. This is the first of 4 documents in our Women Who Shaped America series. That's going to be quite an interesting series because, honestly, I cannot recall reading about her. If I have, it's kind of gone by the wayside. But history by mail continuing to be rather awesome. So, but pause 1 second. We've got one more thing, and we're going to wrap up this, Sunday Mail Week. So 1 second. A box has magically appeared. Now, this one, I knew something was coming because he sent me a message saying it. But when I saw mule sauce, I was firmly convinced as to who it was. And then when I looked at the address label, I was correct. And this comes from the man, the myth, the mustache, Cole, from Cole's Comic Claims. Let's see. Oh, man, I put that too close. Here we go. Zach, thanks for all the support, and again, congrats on the mystery pack win. That's right, he did say that he had probably sent me one of the funniest things he'd ever done. I hope you enjoyed the ultimate jank pack. Cole. Well, Cole, you have now officially intrigued me. And what in the world? Holy God. Holy God. Ooh, nice. More Cole swag. Love me some swag. I gotta actually make swag. Button, which will go on, actually, my sweatshirt. Another sticker. Ooh, foily sticker. Good. And I actually have a plan to get rid of this freaking background of just the empty card boxes here. Or they're not empty. These are full. But I do have a plan, and the stickers, especially that foily one, is going to come in handy. He also does magnets, which I actually have on my fridge. But now we have what he calls, holy crap, the ultimate jank pack. Cold Comics. All right, well, let us get in. All right, we got Stars and Auto, Mem Card, and Rookies loose cards. Curious, Cole. But, ladies and gentlemen, to the box of jank and everything in between. We've got, and I feel gum, a pack, Harry and the Hendersons, and God almighty, not only does it have gum, it has gum in several pieces. New hit movie. In 1987. Oh boy. What in the world is this? Your favorite photo cards or stickers? What? Well, apparently this is going to be my favorite. Cole, I don't know what that... Oh, the Dark Crystal? Ooh, loved that movie. Didn't see the show. Heard it was something. Oh, somebody... I think it was Cole that had these? A trading card history of the Valiant universe through 1992. That's going to be awesome. Power Rangers. We had some fun with them. All right, more MSU. Because Cole is a big Michigan State man. Ooh, stickers. New trading card size stickers. Fascinating. Fascinating. A Cal Ripken Jr. 3-card set from Burger King and Coke. Interesting. There we go. Cash and Dad, be ready. I'm fueling up, baby. 92 Fleer Ultra Baseball. Wild card. I liked Wild Card. This was a cool set. And look for the Wild Card. We got, ooh. Wait a second. 2016 Donruss? Holy crap. Wow. 2021 Upper Deck Extended. Allure, one of my favorite hockey sets. Look for rare jersey and autograph cards. I shall. And basketball, a sport I'm definitely getting to be better at, hopefully. Cole, my friend, the box. She be growing so much to the fact, or so fast, I may have to get a new one. So let us see. We got Stars and Auto. Let us see what in the world this is. But either way, make sure you go sub up Cole. Link to him is going to be down below. He is good, people. Runs some amazing videos. And is the one half of the Bearded and Cole's comic cover challenge. They just put up one recently for that unfortunately I have to bow out from. It said your top 2022 comics, and since I didn't really buy anything that came out in 2022, oh, look at this little guy. Look at this swagger from Conor McGregor. Is that so he doesn't forget who he is? Zing. Ooh, Bo Bichette on the Platinum. I can hear all of Canada being jealous. And we got, no way, this is a guy I was actually going to send to, Rondé Hollis Jefferson. Really? RHJ, hey, all right. That is 2017. That is awesome. Love me autos. Love me autos. I don't want to bury Cole. And we got, Aaron Rodgers. What is going to happen to you, sir? You're so old. And the Green Bay just doesn't know what to do with you. They're going to try to Brett Favre you. Are you going to the Jets? Would the Jets be silly enough to trade 2 first-round picks for you? Maybe last year after the 4th MVP season, but I don't know about now. We'll see. Either way, I love Aaron Rodgers. Woo! Vintage Jim Rice. That I love the vintage ones. Mosaic. I haven't seen Mosaic football yet for this year. I know this is baseball. I am okay. But Mosaic does some beautiful things. And Stephen Piscotty. I love Heritage. On the A's, what your Heritage is at? 2019. Oh, beautiful cards to add to the collection. Okay, Mem card and rookies. My God, this was a massive giveaway, Cole. And I have something that's going to be coming to you very soon. Hey, T-Law, that guy I saw in Las Vegas that one time. Holy crap. You talk about a mega patch. Exquisite glass jersey. Glass? What? I'm confused. But Jay Cutler, wow, 38 out of 40. Good old Jay Cutler. What a what a character Jay Cutler was, and I am a huge fan of relics, and that is hands down the biggest relic patch I have. So thank you, Cole. We got here Franz Wagner, rookie on the mosaic. No wonder he sent it. Look, Michigan. He is not a Michigan fan. No wonder. And with me having gone to a Division III school here in Rochester, I have no dog in the college fight. We got, oh my God, are you kidding me? Scotty Barnes, rated rookie. One of the few modern players I know, which means he is good. So that is awesome. And the T-Law, wild card Illuminati. I keep making that joke because I think it's funny. Oops, the Light Show. Trevor Lawrence, quarterback. Like I say, I actually bumped into him, and I think at the time it was his fiancée and a bunch of his friends in Las Vegas last February. And just very, very, very nice guy. I kind of spotted him from the side because he has that kind of those hawkish features. But just a nice guy. Anybody that stopped by, Mr. Lawrence, could we have a picture? He did. He's just good guy, and with the success they had late on in the season, David, you know what I'm talking about. Next year, and for all the fans of said teams, Cole included, beware the big cats next year. And this was loose cards, so who... Love me some Wolverine. Look at that one. Wolverine. From then till now. Grey Hulk. 92. I have never seen this series before. That is sweet looking. Wow. Clear shots from Illusions of Joe Montana. Another Pittsburgh guy. Ringgold High School, actually. Ooh, another acetate. Quiddy Pay. I think he's going to be good if the Colts can get their act together. But, oh, do I love some acetate cards. Acetate and relics. And I'm not even ashamed to admit it. Ooh, the Sage, next level of Tua Tagovailoa. Boy, did he come along strong in the last half of the season. Hopefully he can be back, because with the team they have built, Miami going to be terrifying for the next couple of years. Jonathan Taylor, hopefully the Colts remember how to use him, because he is a stud of a running back. Malik Willis, we'll see. We haven't seen enough of him. It's much like the Trey Lance situation. Unfortunately he was injured, but we just haven't seen enough of them to really make the decision. Could he be the answer that Tennessee is looking for? Quite possibly, because as much as I don't mind Ryan Tannehill, I think he has kind of reached the peak of his ability. Kawhi Leonard, I think I just sent a TTM request to him recently. On the Clippers. My phone is doing all sorts of stuff. Oh, Jimmy Buckets on the Flux. I love me some Flux. Oh, such a nice looking set. And I think they start doing it actually as individuals? Panini Flux. I think they may have, because I remember the first time I ever saw it, it was in Chronicles. Stars of the MLB, Vladdy Jr. I can hear Canada once again reaching for it through the phone. Juan Soto on the pink mosaic. That is pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. And can you imagine, just imagine with me now, folks, if Panini gets some licensing, because they make some amazing cards without any licensing. The Game, Triple H, speaking of Panini, on the Prism. You saw the Chronicles hobby box I did earlier this week. You talk about amazing. Ember Moon, she is a name, pardon me, I saw around. I know not much about her. Former NXT Women's Champion. Yeah, again, the modern wrestlers confuse. There we go, though. Everybody knows the Ultimate Warrior. Whether everybody liked the Ultimate Warrior or not remains a question for the ages, but you cannot deny that in the 80s and 90s, there was no bigger star, other than maybe Hulk Hogan, on the planet Earth than the Ultimate Warrior. Yeah! Whoa! It's in French? Le Monster Attack. Oh, I butchered French so bad. The monster... Why is it in French? Trademark? Is this the same... No, it's dual language. That is neat. Did not know. I'm going to have to check the Jaws that I opened previously to see if they were in French, but I don't think they were. These I remember from many, many moons ago. The old Looney Tunes baseball, and I think they did a football crossover as well. Wait, whoops. Cole, Chuck Jones Roadrunner cartoons, not well known by title. Poor Wile E. Coyote. He tried. But Cole, you were right. You talk about ultimate box. What in the world is this? Mick? Mike? M-I-I-C. Oh, Might. Okay, I couldn't tell. Bouncing from her hiding place in the shadows, Might hurls herself at the dominating form of the dragon for her greatest battle. The ear-splitting roar of the dragon greets the fiery hybrid as she flies straight at the giant creature's head, determined to bring him down. I had to kick into radio voice. Despite his overwhelming size advantage. On her home planet, size is no object, only who is the better fighter. Might always was the best. Now on Earth, all her combat skills are called for as she battles to save the planet from Death Watch 2000. Deathmatch 2000. I have never heard of this. But that is awesome looking. Yeah. What in the world are you? Eyeball Edwin. Height as far as the eye can see. Cole. And you picked on me for my water polo pun. Makes keyholes. Oy vey. Only umpire to ever yell, "Kill the fan." He claims the darn thing was blowing on him something fierce. Come on now. If there were more puns in a card, I could not imagine. This is like something Brian Basketballs would open. Eyeball Edwin. And our final card, yowza. Hello, 90s Power Ranger nurse. Kimberly, the Pink Ranger. I did not get her in the last pack of Power Rangers cards I opened. I do have another chance. Because of her prowess in cheerleading and gymnastics, Kimberly makes a perfect selection as a Power Ranger. I mean, there's got to be other things. Some sort of fighting skill, maybe? These skills allow her to jump or flip her way out of any situation. Well, this is true and very, very, very helpful. But again, cheerleading and gymnastics should be coupled with something else. But, you know, it was a show. For all you kids today who think, oh, you know, I'm going to check that show out to see what everybody's talking about, don't. No. It does not hold up. Leave the original alone. Leave it to the ashes from where it lies. But Cole, man, that is awesome. That is so cool, man. Thank you so much. All kinds of epic stuff. An auto, a giant mem card, all kinds of janky packs, all kinds of sporty packs, and a bunch of really weird cards, including the French Jaws, Might, whom I've never heard of, Eyeball Edwin, and of course, Kimberly. Oh, God, what is her actual name? I cannot remember the actress's name that played her. That's going to drive me nuts. Amy Jo Johnson, I think it was. Be that as it may, that's going to do it for me. Thank you so much, Cole. I really appreciate you. Link to his channel down below. Make sure to go check him out. And if you do, hop into Bearded and Cole's cover challenges, because even if I don't participate, I love watching those things. So that's going to do it for this week. Let's go your favorite sports teams later on today, or yesterday if you're watching this on the rewind. And we will see you next time, everyone.